Midnight knocks. Aishi lived alone in a rural village house. Power outages were common, but she was used to it. That night, the electricity had gone out again, and she was reading a book by candlelight. As the clock struck midnight, the silence of the house was broken. A faint knocking sound came from the door. At first, she thought it was the wind, but the knocking continued in a steady rhythm. Her heart raced as she walked toward the door. "Who's there?" she called out. No answer. Summoning her courage, she opened the door slightly, but no one was there. She closed it quickly and locked it. As she turned back, she caught a glimpse of something in the garden. Slowly, she looked out again. In the corner of the yard stood a shadowy figure with a pale, featureless face. No eyes, no mouth, just a blank expression staring back at her. Panicking, she slammed the door shut and bolted it. She grabbed her phone to call the police, but there was no signal. The knocking resumed, louder this time. It wasn't coming from the door anymore. It was coming from the floor, as if something was crawling underneath. She spent the rest of the night leaning against the door, too scared to sleep. When dawn broke, the knocking stopped. She cautiously opened the door and found a message etched in dirt on the ground. "Don't sleep next time." After that day, AC left the village house and never returned. But even now, when she's alone in a quiet place at night, she sometimes hears the faint sound of knocking.